Hey guys, welcome to Adilicious and I am Aditi, and today I'll be showing you how to make a delicious black forest cake that is eggless. We'll make a delicious cherry compote to be sandwiched between the layers of the cake with whipped cream to give us a lovely cake. Before we go ahead with the recipe, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon next to it to get notified whenever a delicious recipe comes out. So we'll start off by pitting the cherries. I have a cherry pitter, but you can just cut the cherries in half and remove the seed. You can also use frozen cherries for this. To make the cherry compote, in a small saucepan, add in the pitted cherries cut in half along with some water, sugar and lemon juice. Place the saucepan on medium-high heat and while stirring the mixture, cook it till the cherries turn soft. They should not be mushy but soft. Once you've reached that stage, add some water to the cornstarch and mix it to make a slurry which we'll use to thicken the compote. Add the slurry to the saucepan and continuously stir it till it thickens and the mixture becomes glossy. Time to remove it in a bowl and let it cool down completely before we start assembling the cake. We'll need some whipped cream to layer our cake, so in a bowl add some heavy whipping cream or a non-dairy cream, whatever is available, and using either a stand mixer or a hand beater or whisk, beat it till you get stiff peaks like this. Here is my eggless chocolate cake. You can find the video for this in the info cards or in the description box below. I have baked 3 6-inch layers of the chocolate cake, which is pretty flat on its own, but I like to remove the caramelization on top using a serrated knife as shown. Repeat this for all the layers. So all the elements are ready to assemble the delicious cake. I have the trim cake layers, cooled down cherry compote, whipped cream which I have also transferred into a piping bag for ease of frosting, and I have some sugar syrup which is equal parts of water and sugar boiled till the sugar is dissolved and then cooled. Place a cake layer on the cake board and soak with some syrup. This will keep the cake moist. Add a little whipped cream and spread it into a thin layer using a palette knife. Then pipe a ring of whipped cream around the edge of the cake. This will prevent the cherry compote from oozing out onto the sides. Fill the dam generously with the compote and then add another thin layer of whipped cream on top to seal the compote in. Repeat the same steps for another cake layer. If you want to make a boozy cake, you can add few tablespoons of cherry liquor in the sugar syrup. Typically kirsch is used. If you don't have access to frozen or fresh cherries, you can use tinned cherries, but use it straight in between the cake layers and don't make a compote out of it. Place the last layer of cake on top with the bottom side of the cake facing upwards so that you get a flat surface on top. With a palette knife, spread the excess cream around the sides of the cake and don't forget to soak the top layer with sugar syrup. Now place the cake in the freezer for 15 minutes for the layers to firm up a little before we ice the whole cake. Put whipped cream on top of the cake. Add more than you think you need because we'll eventually scrape off most of it. Spread the cream on the top with a palette knife before we start working on the sides of the cake. Little by little add cream to the sides and spread it till the entire cake is covered in whipped cream. Having a turntable really makes it easy to ice the cake, but if you don't have one, rotate the cake board with one hand while icing the cake with another. Then using a bent scraper, place flush against the side of the cake, scrape off the excess cream. Scrape the excess cream from the scraper on the side of the bowl and repeat till you are happy with the side. Now to tackle the lip of whipped cream on the top of the cake, in a sweep motion using the palette knife, bring the cream towards the center, or you can scrape off like I am showing here. Smooth out the top. You don't have to be very neat here as we'll add some chocolate garnish and swirls on top that will hide everything. This makes it a perfect cake for beginners. Place the cake to chill in the fridge while we work on our chocolate garnish. Here I have some chocolate which I'll melt in the microwave in 30-second intervals while stirring in between till the chocolate is nicely melted and smooth. Here I have an acetate sheet which I'll be using to make my garnish. If you cannot find these, you can use parchment paper also. Place a spoonful of the melted chocolate on the acetate and using the back of a spoon, spread it as shown. I want these to be slightly taller than my cake, so I'm using a ruler to make sure they are. My cake is about 3.5 centimeters, so I'll make them around 4 centimeters. Repeat this till you have enough to cover the sides of the cake. Make a couple extra just in case some break. Once done, place them in the fridge to harden and set completely. Once they are set, gently peel off each of the garnish from the acetate and stick it to the side of the cake. These chocolate shards give the cake that wood look which goes perfectly with the forest theme. Using a piping bag fitted with a star tip nozzle, pipe swirls all around the edge of the cake and then place a cherry on top. You can also add some chocolate shavings on top if you wish. And your gorgeous Black Forest cake is ready to be devoured, which not only looks good but tastes delicious too. I hope you give this recipe a try, and if you do, don't forget to share a picture with me on my Facebook or Instagram. Links to both are in the description box below. Hit like and subscribe to my channel for more such delicious recipes every week. Until next time, bye bye.